Hey, awesome Kids Life team. Firstly, I just want to say thank you for loving our kids, for loving our families, for having such a heart to see our kids step into everything that God has for them. As a parent, I love that my kids are so excited to come to church on Sunday and that they are now beginning to be able to share with me the stories, the messages, the memory verses. I just love that we get to partner together, parents and our church family, to invest into the generations. You know, one of our core values here at Life Church is reaching people, and we get to create an opportunity to make it easy for people to say yes to Jesus. One of our core convictions, the S in our core convictions, is serving our community and beyond. And you know what I love? Is that Kids Life is committed to serving our community. Jesus came not to be served, but to serve. And how great is it that we get to serve our community? You know, every week, I love that Kids Life is in Salisbury Primary School, feeding kids breakfast, teaching RI. I love that we get to set our jumping castle up and serve our community at community events. One of the greatest outreach, biggest outreach, most well-known outreach events from our church is Kids Club. In January, every year, we get to serve our community, and there's no strings attached. You don't have to be a part of our church. You don't have to come to our church, but you can come and we can serve you. And we have such a great reputation in our community that we are a kids ministry that loves kids, has heaps of fun, and loves serving our community. You know, I want to read to you from the Message translation in Matthew chapter 5. And it says, "If I make you light bearers, you don't think I'm going to hide you under a bucket, do you? I'm putting you on a light stand. Now that I've put you there on a hilltop, on a light stand, shine. Keep open house. Be generous with your lives. By opening up to others, you'll prompt people to open up with God, this generous Father in heaven." How powerful is that? That us as a team, Kids Life, as we are generous with our time, as we come early and do what sometimes seems so tedious, setting up, as we are generous with our gifts, with our encouragement, with our lives, as we open up, that it's going to prompt others to open up with God. In Romans chapter 2, verse 4, a key verse that God's been speaking to me this year, God's kindness is intended to lead you to repentance. I don't know about you, but because God was so kind to me when I didn't deserve it, it really did lead me to say yes to Him and to open up my life to Him. Kids Life, every single week on a Sunday, you are serving our community by being generous. We are providing a service to our community where kids can come and be loved, to be encouraged, to have a ton of fun, but to hear that there's a hope and a purpose in a world where often kids are living in such negative environments with no hope and wondering how they're going to get by. So I want to thank you for being committed to serving our community by showing up on a Sunday, by opening up, by being generous, by speaking words of life when maybe you've come and you haven't had the greatest week, but you choose that you are going to be like Jesus and you're going to serve our community. Because everything we do in our church is for community. So thank you. Thank you for being incredible servants. Thank you for being committed to the house. Thank you for always choosing excellence when sometimes you may not feel like it. But by you being a part of our incredible Kids Life team, we're serving our families, we're serving our kids. We are investing into a generation that are going to grow up knowing what it is to love God and to also want to serve their community. You are changing lives, and what you do is not unnoticed. We love you.